Hey everybody. I just want to quickly introduce myself and then kind of go into the reason of making this video and possibly making future videos. Uh, I'm a missionary in southern Mexico in the mountains to the indigenous people groups out here. Actually, I'm out here right now. We don't live out here. We live kind of more in a city and come and drive out to minister. Um, I got saved in 1996 at the Brownsville Revival. Before that, I had no clue about anything. Even though I was born and raised in the Bible Belt, nobody ever really explained to me the true gospel and, Jesus and, just all that stuff, the cross and what really is the gospel. Um, so in 96, I got saved at the Brownsville Revival. It was a powerful move of God. I know there's opinions about that and stuff. I mean, it's been years and since that happened. But I got radically saved, touched, and transformed by God. Within a year, I was going to the Bible school there for 2 years. After that, came to Mexico, still pretty fresh, not really knowing, but just changed and on fire and just ready to go. And so I came, worked with a ministry here in Mexico for a couple of years, kind of got trained doing this type of work because to me there's two different mission fields in Mexico. There's the cities and then there's the mountain work with the indigenous people groups. Not many people are doing it, to be honest with you. It's tough. Uh, so I came after that little uh, training for a couple of years. I came to an area where nobody's really ever been with the gospel. Uh, Started working here. Never got anything to really stick. Went back to the States. Was there for around 10 years. Got married. This is the very short version. Uh, Came back down with my wife. Started working in this area again. Both of our kids were born here in Mexico. And we've been working since, and that's been around 7 years, 7.5 years. It is, I don't know how to put this in words, but it's a mess here. Um, just the just the condition of the people spiritually, the lack of knowledge as far as the gospel. And I guess one of my reasons for making this video is I know there's a lot of arguments between Protestants and Catholics, and especially on YouTube, and it just gets crazy sometimes. A lot of anger, a lot of we're the true church, y'all are rebel, that whole thing. And I guess my purpose and this thought of maybe making some videos here in Mexico where everybody can see like how it is here as far as in the States, because in the States you don't, a lot of times you don't think of other countries and how it is in other countries. Here is totally different. All right, like the Catholicism here, and I know there's going to be Catholics get mad and maybe leave some comments, and I know it's going to get ugly probably, but here it's different. And I don't want this video to be really long, but to really explain how it is different and what aspects, it would take either a long video or a bunch of shorter videos. My thing is just to see who would be interested. I mean, probably more likely not many people are going to see this and leave comments, but if people are really interested to see how it is here, and this is not to bash the Catholic Church, because the Protestant churches here, some of them are a mess. And even out here in the mountains, the Jehovah's Witnesses are way out here in these mountains, in these villages, going at it. So when I say it's a mess, I mean, I'm not just talking about the Roman Catholic Church. I'm talking about everything, right? I mean, there's only Jesus people. There's the Jehovah's Witnesses everywhere now. It's a mess. So if anybody out there interested as far as just maybe knowing how it is here and seeing, right, just seeing certain stuff, me taking footage of the processions that they do with carrying these big idols, the Day of the Dead, which is coming up soon, where, they leave food out for the dead and all this stuff, and just how it is. Just leave a comment and say, yeah, man, I'd love to see more future videos about it. And again, this is not to bash or talking about doctrines. There's plenty of people on YouTube doing that and are good at it. That's not the purpose for this video. This purpose is to give another perspective of another country, right? And how the Catholic Church is here, and other stuff too. So yeah, just leave a comment if you're interested in maybe seeing more videos in the future about here. I'm really hesitant of doing it, and I'll tell you 2 reasons why. One is that just the comments I know that's going to get left, because I've made comments on other people's channels about certain things, and man, it gets pretty heated, and some very rude people. And another is, like, if some of this footage leaked out to these people around here and they knew I was out here taking footage of certain stuff, it could end up bad for me. But I don't really know how to turn this camera around to see. I don't see the button on here, but I'm going to turn my camera around just to see, give you a little idea of how it is out here. I don't know if you could see that, but there's villages like that out here everywhere. And each village has a big old Catholic church in it. And just the lack of knowledge as far as the gospel in these places. And when you ask people, they heard the gospel, even though there's a Catholic church there, they'll tell you no. They don't even know what that is or what that means. But anyway, just leave a comment if you're interested in some future videos, and I'll take it from there. Again, I'm really hesitant about doing videos and showing footage and stuff because it can get hostile out here. A lot of our people that get saved and start following Jesus, they get really persecuted. I just had a guy in a truck with me. His village is coming against them big time, because he's not in their religion anymore, and the threats and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to end this video. Just leave a comment in the section, and God bless everybody.